Hospital Adventista Valle de Angeles Emergency Expansion Project. Hospital Adventista Valle de Angeles is a full-service acute care hospital located in the rural town of Valle de Angeles, about 45 minutes outside of the capital city of Honduras. The hospital was founded in the 1970s as a project of the Seventh-day Adventist Church to provide health care for the people of the region. Honduras is a country of many needs, where 66% of its nearly 10 million inhabitants live below the poverty line, and the average per capita income is just $600. An estimated 25% of the population do not have access to health care of any kind. As a nonprofit healthcare organization operating in this environment, the hospital has considerable responsibility in helping to meet these needs. Our commitment to meeting these needs is reflected in the humanitarian aid that we provide. For example, in 2022, 15% of all emergency care provided was 100% financed by the hospital. In other words, the income generated from those with the economic capacity to pay was used to finance free care for those who did not have the means to pay for the services so desperately needed. Due to its geographic location, Hospital Adventista Valle de Angeles is the only hospital in the community and effectively the closest hospital for a population of approximately 120,000 people. As such, one of the most important services that the hospital provides is emergency care. By bus, by private transportation, by ambulance, the hospital commonly receives patients from auto accidents, workplace traumas, strokes, heart attacks, and obstetric emergencies. Unfortunately, as the population continues growing, the hospital emergency department is now often too small and inadequately equipped to handle this influx of patients. There are many times when our patients are in life and death situations, but either due to lack of capacity or space, they must be referred by ambulance to other hospitals. Sadly, the closest government hospital is more than 31 kilometers away, a distance that they must travel by the only available route that connects Valle de Angeles with the capital city of Tegucigalpa. A route prone to obstruction due to accidents, traffic, mudslides, and political demonstrations. The situation is further complicated by the fact that the government healthcare system is overtaxed, undersupplied, and ineffectively regulated, resulting in long wait times, poor quality of care, and a high mortality rate. It is an all too common occurrence that after traveling an hour or more to get to Hospital Adventista, then another 45 minutes to reach the capital city, that the patient dies in the emergency department of the government hospital because of these delays both in diagnosis and the application of definitive treatment. The risks of these unstable transfers can be mitigated by increasing space and improving infrastructure in our emergency department right here in Valle de Angeles. Aside from the undeniable need for improved emergency services in our community, the hospital is also facing an even more urgent challenge. Over the years, times and laws have changed. Our current emergency department is more than 40 years old and no longer meets regulatory code. Without expanding various areas and services in the department, we cannot continue to be licensed as a hospital in Honduras. Without a legal way to operate, we would be forced to close the hospital, and our town would be left without this life-saving healthcare service in our community. Hospital Adventista Valle de Angeles has existed in this place for over 48 years. To continue to provide this crucial 24/7 lifeline for the community, it is essential that we initiate this project as soon as possible. The project includes the following goals. 1. Fulfill the operational license requirements mandated by the Honduran Ministry of Health. 2. Quadruple our capacity to attend patients by increasing the physical space dedicated to this purpose. 3. Improve the quality of this service by modernizing both physical space and medical equipment. 4. Improve the patient experience by streamlining care from parking lot to diagnosis to treatment and to eventual discharge. 5. Expand collateral services associated with emergency care, such as laboratory, imaging, hospitalization, and surgical services in order to improve patient outcomes. 6. Increase our capacity to provide free care to the most vulnerable segment of our community, be it within the hospital walls or by means of mobile clinics in the far-flung villages where many reside. The project investment is $750,000. The improvements entailed include direct access for ambulance entrance, a separate pedestrian entrance, an exclusive waiting room, reception area, restrooms, triage area, and finance desk, a doctor's conference and workroom, observation areas both for adults and for pediatrics, 2 nursing stations, a minor procedure room, an isolation room, an obstetrics and gynecology room, and a trauma cardiopulmonary resuscitation area. In addition, the new layout will have easy access to the rest of the hospital, including surgical areas and laboratory and imaging departments. This is an ambitious project, and foreign support and donations are urgently needed to make it possible to reach our goal together. We know that God has called us to care for the health and life of all people in our community. When we complete this project, we want to hear from God the words quoted in Matthew 25:21. Good and faithful servant, you have done well. You have been faithful to me in little. I will place you above much. Come and enter into the joy of your Lord. We understand that God longs through our humble efforts to expand His ministry in our hospital. Our desire is that everything we are and do, from the walls of our building to the quality of care the patient receives, will point people to Him. Renovating the emergency area is not an optional project. It is not only an urgent legal and humanitarian need, but also our responsibility before God and humanity. To make donations from within the United States, please visit our partner website at www.ahiglobal.org/donate or call Adventist Health International at 909-558-0242. Remember to specify Honduras Building Project when making your donation. The medicines may be the same, but the hands are different. Hospital Adventista Valle de Angeles, Total Health and Wellness.